Rap the News. And when you call Rap the News a liar, Rap the News is going to come back 20,000 different ways and prove to you that I spoke to you the truth. You just wasn't ready to hear the truth. And so basically a lot of Gentiles got mad because they believe that they ain't of the devil, and you are. The Bible says so. That is what you are. Your father is the devil. You've been lied to. And it already states, and that's why I put it in the comments, that in the end of time, the Gentiles are going to come to you and say, our fathers have inherited nothing but lies and vanities. You don't even know who you are, and everything that you do is in vain. So let's get into that, man, so you can understand who you are. Number 2, I am reading directly from the Scriptures. If you provoke to anger, it's because you're an idiot and you don't believe in the Bible. The end. I say that slowly for you retards. If you are provoked to anger, it is because you are an idiot and you don't believe in the Bible. The end. Because that's what I'm reading directly out of. I am not misconstruing anything. Neither am I adding or subtracting. Neither am I taking anything out of context. So if people think I'm just saying something to make the white man angry, you're an idiot. And I just speak blank and blunt. Let me say it like that. I speak blunt. Genesis 1:25. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind. That is the so-called Edomite, the white man, the Gentile. The Gentile is a jinn, is part of the jinn family. You are a jinn clothed with flesh with a face that looks like a man. The end. And then, like I said, I don't speak empty words. I'm proving it with the Scriptures. Psalms 58:3 to prove that you are the beast. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Who is the wicked? The Gentiles. Revelation 17:12. The 10 horns of the beast are 10 kings. Our king is King David. So we are the people that the Bible mentioned that do not have a king and will not have a king until the end of time. We don't have a king. But our king was King David. Right? Y'all have presidents and kings, right? And the kings, the beast, are the kings of the earth. The beast are the kings of the earth. The 10 horns are nations. And these are Gentile nations full of beasts who are the kings of the earth. Job 9:24. The earth then is given into the hands of the wicked, to show you that you are the wicked that is estranged from the womb. Is the black man running the earth? Or is the Gentile whites running the earth? Wickedly. It is you, and you know it. It ain't no mystery people here. It's you. You don't want to face the fact that you're wicked. And this is how God looks at you. Because God is saying, this is his book, that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That means you run it. You're ruling it for now. And that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. What does that mean? Your punishment comes just like Satan's punishment at the end of time, because you are his seed. We are in captivity right now as a punishment. Our punishment wasn't reserved. We are in tribulation with the beast right now. You will be in tribulation with Nibiru when it arrives. And that is the truth. That's why it's coming. And that's why you dreading it coming. Job 21:30. Again, the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. How do we know that's you? Right here. Revelations 11:18. And the Gentiles were angry. And this is the end of the day, at the destruction. At thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged. Your judgment was at the end of the time, and when the dead is going to be risen. Satan trying to screw me up. Luke 21:24, and I didn't pass it up. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Who? Hebrews, blacks. We still doing it to today. Right in the streets over minor traffic violations, right? And shall be led away captive. We ain't in our homeland, and y'all know it. Who led us away captive? Gentiles, evil, wicked Gentiles enslaved us. You can say the Africans sold us, but they Gentiles as well. And to all the nations. Who is that? Blacks. Who did it? Whites, Arabs, Africans. The wicked Gentiles did it. Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. Who tore down the holy city of Jerusalem, God's country? Who did that? It says it right here. You wicked ass Gentiles. Who would tear down God's holy places? Let's get it. The wicked that are estranged from the womb. That's who tore it down. Why y'all like to play pretend with yourself like y'all decent folk and y'all ain't? Y'all the devils. Y'all don't know? You ain't woke up yet? That's why it said, wake you up and tell you it's prepared for war. Let the Gentiles be woken. Wake up until the time of the Gentiles are fulfilled. You reserve to the day of destruction, to the time that the Gentiles are fulfilled. And when is that? The day of the dead. The time that the dead are risen. Same as Satan, if you don't know. So that's when he gonna get his, and that's when y'all gonna get y'all's. Jeremiah 46:28. Fear thou not, O Jacob, so we ain't worried about it. My servant, says the Lord, for I am with you. He already told you, Gog and Magog, which is you, America, Russia, Iran, all of y'all. He said, I'm against you, for I will make a full end of the nations where I have driven you. Where you went into captivity, he going to do what? Make a full end. What do you think that mean? It mean y'all going to get destroyed. All of you. Gentile destroyer is on its way. Y'all seeing it on the horizon. Y'all hearing its raging tone come in. All that noise y'all hearing, which y'all say strange noises and a strange glow. That is your doom, impending doom. I'm 100% right. You don't have to like it. You can go into denial. That's what y'all do. Pretend like it ain't happening, huh? But I will not make a full end of you, Israel, Judah. I wonder why, because we as people. Revelation 9:7, describing the Gentile. And their faces were as the faces of men. I mean, the beasts look like men, but they ain't. And they had hair as the hair of women. If you're saying we're Africans, or we look like Africans, usually our hair don't grow that long, unless we put it in dreads or something like that, or braids. But usually just on its own, you just go into a fro. The hair of women is long hair. And that's what y'all hair look like. Back in the day, huh? Unless y'all put that bowl on top of y'all head and cut around it with the scissors. Like y'all do. Genesis 3:1. And it ain't hate speech, it's truth. The truth is hate to those who hate the truth. Those who are the devil. The truth sounds like hate to you. The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. The serpent is a beast of the damn field. He was just more subtle than you. He was more slick than you. This is where you come from. This is your father, Lucifer. You don't know your daddy. Again, The 10 nations are beast nations and are 10 kings, presidents. And y'all go astray as soon as y'all born. Because why? Y'all from the serpent. Y'all are the beasts of the field. It's the damn gentile. Think about it. Somebody said gen is spelled J-I-N-N and G-E-N is how gentile, genetics, generation. Gen is gen is gen is gen. It don't matter how it's spelled. When did God come down and say this is the correct spelling of it? Idiots. Luke 3:7. Then said he to the multitudes who were coming to be baptized. Let me tell you something about baptism, Gentiles, if you don't know. Baptism was for Gentiles, if you don't know, because they are beasts. And I'm going to show you how that worked. Nobody in the Old Testament got baptized. Why? Because we were not Gentiles. But as the Gentiles interbred and everything else, now you need baptizing from the beast. Because the baptizing is, and this is how it works, Gentiles, if you don't know, you get dipped in the water, and that's called becoming new, becoming a child, becoming a new man, right? You get dipped in the water, and that was supposed to cleanse you of your birth of being a beast, if you don't know why they did it in Egypt and all that before they did it in the Bible. It was supposed to cleanse you of being a beast. When you arise out of the water, the Spirit is supposed to come and descend on you, making you a new man, because before you were Gentile sinners. And then when you become a new man, and this is what the New Testament is telling you, then you are supposed to act right and not like Gentile sinners. That means going against everything that God is for, like destroying his homeland, Israel, right? And then going over there pretending like you the people. So again, then said he to the multitudes are always the nations. We just one nation. Y'all are all the nations who were coming to be baptized. Offsprings of vipers. Sons of the damn beast, the devil, the subtle serpent, the snake. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. That's y'all. You are offsprings of the viper, who has instructed you to flee from the wrath that's coming. You were doomed to go to hell from the beginning because you were wicked from birth. That's why the New Testament say that y'all was born in sin. When it talks about us, it says we were born upright. I mean straight. Matthew 23:33, you snakes, you brood of vipers. And this is how they talk to y'all. Because that's what y'all were. Y'all accepted who y'all were before. Now y'all think y'all something else. Y'all think y'all men. You are not. You are a different species. You are the serpent seed. How will you escape being condemned to hell? You was already condemned. Why do you think God didn't give you his written law? Because you wasn't worth it. You ain't going to do right by it. You're going to add your false idols and gods like you did. And so watch. These are the men of Nineveh, and they were all beast nations. Jonah 3:8. But let the man and the beast be covered with sackcloth. Like I said, you ain't going to be dressed in frogs and dogs and all that in sackcloth and telling the dog to cry mightily unto the Lord. These are y'all. Modern day Iran. Part of the Gog and Magog war that y'all going to all kill each other in. Yet let them turn everyone from his evil ways and from the violence that is in their hands. And y'all still killing. Y'all live off blood. Y'all mark y'all times by post-World War I and post-World War II. That's how y'all mark the value of items. Romans 2:14. And who's writing this? God is, not Rap the News. I didn't write none of this. This was before I was born and you was born. Even Gentiles who do not have God's written law. Verifying what I'm telling you. Why didn't he give you a law and an order? Because you were doomed and condemned to hell. If you wasn't condemned to hell, he would tell you how to act. He would tell you what's pleasing to him. He did not tell you. You guys stole our book, and then you rearranged it and changed it, put your paganism in it. That's why y'all going to hell. Y'all don't understand what y'all did and what y'all do. 1 Corinthians 9:21, Paul is telling you, to those without the law, I became like one without the law. Y'all wasn't given the law. Psalms 96:5, for all the gods of the Gentiles are idols. Ain't you Gentile? What's your God? An idol. Today, yesterday, and forever. Your God is an idol. It's Christ. Christ is an idol. Christ is the image of the beast. Y'all Christ is. It's two Christ. But y'all Christ is the image of the beast. That sissy y'all got hanging on the cross in this 18th century pamper. That's y'all God. Our God ain't beat up and abused like that. Our God is eternal. He don't die on crosses for our sins. Only Gentile sinners need somebody to come die for their wicked ass sins because they can't change their wicked ways because y'all estranged from birth. Y'all was wicked from birth. But the Lord made the heavens. Jesus didn't. And I'm speaking the truth. And I'm blunt. Galatians 2:15. We who are Jews by nature, Hebrews by nature, and not sinners of the Gentiles. And it's telling you, Paul is telling you that. He said, not in the lusts and passions of the Gentiles which know not God. You don't know God. You don't have God's written law. And y'all sinners. Y'all the wicked. Y'all destroyed Jerusalem. Y'all enslaved the children of Israel. Y'all know it. And y'all going to pretend like y'all something other than what you are. And then you're going to come here and got the nerve to act like you mad at something. You're stupid, man. It's the day you was born. Titus 1:16. They profess they know God. Y'all don't know God. Didn't Paul tell y'all didn't know God? But in the works they deny him. What y'all killing his prophets for? What y'all got his people enslaved for over here? Why y'all shooting his people dead in the street? Why y'all calling his people niggers? Why y'all hanging his people? Because y'all wicked. Why the whole town come out for one black man hanging? Why 20 cops got to come to arrest one black man? Because y'all wicked and weak. Y'all being abominable. Who said it? God said it. And disobedient unto every good work, you reprobate. 1 Corinthians 10:20. What, the Bible lying about you? Or your face red hot because you can't stand the truth? But I say the things which the Gentiles sacrifice. I wonder what the Bible going to say, because Rap the News ain't saying it. I'm just reading the Bible, They sacrifice the devils. They ain't got no book of the law. They don't know God. They wicked and estranged from birth. They the beast. They the sons of Satan. The subtle beast. Lucifer. The one who fell. The one who got the keys to hell. Y'all like I made this up so I can say something shitty. No, I'm reading it straight out of the Bible. You do not know God. You sacrifice the devil and not to God. And what it says, and I would not that you should have fellowship with these devils. Paul calling y'all a devil and y'all like, the Apostle Paul be sucking his ass and shit. The Apostle Paul said, when he's calling you devils, because you are the serpent seed. When y'all gonna get it? Can you hear now? Can you hear me now? Good. 1 John 3:8. He that committed sin is of the devil. Again, let's get back up there. Sinners of the Gentiles, why it's still highlighted. Sinners of the Gentiles, and who is it? The devils, the serpent seed, the reprobate mindsets, the ones who destroyed God's country and enslaved his people. We still over here in the land of our captivity, and you ain't apologized or sent our asses back. You think God ain't finna punish you? He said that's what the day of the Lord for, is to pay back Edom for all it did to Jerusalem, to Israel. So here's God. Jeremiah 4:7, the lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles. It don't say destroy Israel and Judah. The Hebrews, destroyer of the Gentiles, is on his way to make what? Your land desolate, and your city shall be laid waste without inhabitant. And what's coming? The Biru. It ain't speculation. It's right on your horizons. You're seeing the glow in the sky, and you're hearing the loud, strange noises. Job 15:21. And I don't have to read no goddamn more, because you know I'm telling the truth. A dreadful sound is in your ears right now. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon you. He despairs of escaping the realm of darkness. You don't want it to end, do you? He is marked for the sword. And he said, for the Gentiles I will call for a sword throughout all my mountains. For you, personally. God got a vendetta against you. You mad at me for telling you the truth? You should find out what the truth is and what you can do to avoid it. But no, y'all rather be ignorant in the comments. You'll still go to the comments after all this truth and be ignorant dogs. He wanders about as food for the vultures. And that's what he said. You're going to be bird food in a minute. He knows the day of darkness is at hand. Y'all know this is finna happen. It's all inside of you internally. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, because the devil has come down to you. And I'm going to go fast now. The star fell from heaven. Who it is? Jesus Christ. That's who it is. That's who y'all calling Jesus Christ. Not the real Christ that came to the children of Israel, the one who come to save the world, the one who died on the cross for y'all sins. This is the one that fell from heaven. Lucifer, the Bible is going to vouch for that. And then what came out of it? Y'all came out of the smoke. Y'all the locusts. What do you say you locusts have? The faces of men and hair like women. That's y'all. And what? The breastplates, horses and everything else, right? Riding on horses. That's y'all. With y'all girly hair blowing in the wind. Revelation 9:1:1. And they had a king over them. Who is that? Jesus Christ, the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in Greek the tongue has the name Apollyon, Apollo, y'all God. The Greek term for Apollyon, right here, the destroyer, gentile destroyer, is coming back for y'all asses. That's what y'all was made out of, and that's what y'all gonna go back to. The rabbinical literature states Abaddon is identified as the realm where the damned lie in the fire and the snow, which is described. Go look up, that's like I said, Korot 7b, and they say Korot 7b, Corot 7b, the number 7 and the letter B. What's happening with that? It has a fiery side and a side that is on ice. And that's where y'all going to. That's called the outermost, the darkness that y'all going to be thrown into. Jehovah's Witnesses say Abaddon is another name for Jesus after his resurrection. The Biru is called the planet of the crossing. The cross is coming back as a sign. That's supposed to be the Christ returning. But that is exactly what it is in the ancient Sumerian freaking hieroglyphics. That man riding on that damn planet with the cross on it. Revelations 1:18. I am he that liveth, says Jesus. I was dead, and behold, I am alive evermore. Amen. And have the keys to hell, of death. Who had the keys to hell, of death? The one that was thrown down, Apollo. He has the keys to the bottomless pit. He had the keys. That's the king. Abaddon, the Greek god, is what? Christ. Y'all Christ. And then what? How have you fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? That's who y'all Christ is. Lucifer, the morning star. You know, aren't thou cut off? You did weaken the nations. Because what? He deceived the whole nations into what? Believing you was something that you ain't, men. Jesus have sent the angels to test I'm so freaking hyped. I am the root and the offspring of David. I am the bright morning star. He's Lucifer. And y'all know it. He's the sun god. And then watch. And then hell is going to be passing over you and scourging the earth. That's the global warming. And y'all made an agreement with death and hell that y'all ain't going to go to it and y'all going into it. The Gentiles have fallen into a pit that they dug for others. Y'all wanted us to stumble and fall, and y'all going to fall into that pit that y'all dug for us. You know, and I'm going to get all the way. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the Gentiles that forgot God. Funny how God keep mentioning y'all in the negative. I made the nations to shake at the sound of his fall. Y'all God, y'all Jesus, y'all Apollo, y'all Lucifer. When I cast them down to hell with them that descend in the pit. And guess what? Y'all going back to the pit because Nibiru is going to sweep under the earth. And guess what's going to happen? Y'all going to fall in that bee. And he opened up the bottomless pit and rose smoke out of the pit. Isaiah, through the wrath of the Lord of the hosts is the land darkened. It's going to eclipse the sun, and all the people shall be as fuel for the fire. All the nations. It already just said who it's going to be. And it was the beginning. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. We came from dust. We're going to return to dust as men. You came from the fire, and you'll return back to that pit, the primordial pit that y'all crawled out of. This is Raptor News.